Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to touch base with a few sort of tension release things that we can do. I wanted to get a ball because it's really, really easy for, yes, it's really, I thought my dog wanted to stole it. It's really, really easy for us to, in this time, feel stress and fear and tension in our body, right? A lot of us will feel it in our heart space. I certainly do. Anxiety and emotional stuff we'll feel into our lower back. But tension, as in like stress and anger and frustration, this is all linked with the heart space, right? And that's going to be felt through our shoulder, up into the neck, and anywhere through the chest. So I wanted to give a few little releases to that. You will need a little ball. I've got these ones from Kmart. I've given some of you guys these. So this is primarily for releasing tension in and around the neck and the shoulder. So what we're going to do firstly is cool. So getting the ball and placing it here. So what I'm doing is placing that ball like right in the top of my neck here. And it's also in the back of my shoulder. What I'm not doing is going on my spine. So I'm just kind of moving down and around, and I'm just sort of taking just making sure that's still filming. Cool. Taking the time to roll this ball, and it feels really, really good. So I'm going down and around and into the neck with the ball like a massage. And I'm going to spend about a minute or so here on one side and a minute or so on the other, right? So I'm really just taking the time to get in even to the side of the neck, but definitely not on the spine. The scapula is okay, the shoulder blade's okay. Get right into that infraspinatus. Now you can spend a fair bit of time here. I'm just doing this one for the shoulders, but of course you can get into the glutes as well. But make sure you do both sides. That's a really good release for the shoulder. And also, if that wasn't enough, what I would like you to then do is find the ball on the ground. This is a little bit more intense, but you be very gentle with it. Again, you get the ball and find the spot and just let it sit there. And what you want to do is let your muscles melt over the ball. So what I'm trying not to tense up here. I'm just trying to let that all soften, and then you stay. So you keep that there for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and just letting this really nice solidity of the ball really just soften down into the muscle and the tissue and the fascia to try to let that release, because that's where we're going to feel these tensions such as anger, even fear, and as I said, frustration, which is definitely going to come up. There's a lot of anger going to be felt soon with all this stuff going on, and it's important to honor that, to be mindful of how we're feeling and not push it down. It's all natural responses. The last thing to do after any of that is these really soft singular shoulder movements. So forward and back. You'll notice I'm not using my traps. I'm just forward and back. And I'm just trying to create a little bit of movement. And what I would recommend here is, again, just 1 minute on each side. So wall for 1 minute, side, floor for 2 to 3 minutes, side to side, and then 1 minute, even just the tiniest, like I like to do this standing. So you're also then just finding this movement. So, and then finishing off with just like 1 minute or so of complete like spinal body softening. No rules to this. Just like explore. Let your spine unravel and roll, and just let it be as loose, as unrestricted, and as soft as possible. So you're just giving yourself a really nice kind of rinse out every single vertebrae, every single part of your body, your joints. Just explore. It feels really, really nice. So there's a few things you can do to help anger, frustration, fear, tension through this area. Is there anything that is felt like that? As I said, that jealousy, frustration, anger, that lack of like love, connection, stuff like that. We're going to feel this in our shoulders, up into our neck, but also into our heart space and our chest and our traps. It all kind of congregates around here, that closed off kind of feeling, which is essentially what is happening in the world at the moment. Everything's being closed off and shut out, and we're being separated. So there's this feeling that's going on, and this is all going to hold in this area. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, just shout out and let me know.